first name? My name's Phil.
My name is Fadia.
Fadia.
Yes.
And when we're done, we will post, and you will have the actual writ that the judge ordered us to come here for. And we'll have that. And you can take a picture of that. It will still have your court case number. The same thing on the green piece of paper that had the court date. Mm-hmm. It'll be referenced to that.
I hear you saying you're executing what the judge is saying, but I'm asking you the procedure of that. The lawyer had to go to the courthouse to pay the certification. Hold on, because you're going.
I understand where you're coming from, but this
if you want me to understand
I have to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I have to be honest with you. I'm not involved in that lawyer process.
You receive payment for commerce and finance on my mark that you have a cease and desist order. That's fine. I'm just giving you a heads up. What you're doing is a criminal offense. You personally, because I've already told you now you're violating my rights by not giving me an ADA advocate. So that's number one.
We're here to complete the court's order.
Number one, you are violating my rights by not giving me an ADA advocate. I'm saying it on video just so I can have it for my record. And I'm telling you that I have given the Sheriff's Department 3 now cease and desist notices on gaining financial gain on my mark. And you had to be paid to serve this. They have to pay you to come and evict us. That's a service fee for the mark.
I'm listening and hearing what you're saying, but you're not listening.
No, I hear you. You're trying to execute policy from the judge. The judge that's not an actual bonded judge in assurance.
Are you Augustus? Just so I saw the 2 names on the order.
And also, let me start with saying,
hold on.
this isn't the fun part of our job.
I know. What she's saying is that if the Sheriff's Department as an organization is executing the rule or whatever, they're doing so and they're being compensated for it. So hold on. So if you say my trade name, my mark is covered, and you cannot make money off of my name, then what she's saying is that by extension, by
paperwork.
Servicing
paperwork.
This,
you don't want
got paid, so then you transfer.
She doesn't want the paperwork that states that I said this.
No, and then
you don't have personal jurisdiction over me to remove me from this unit.
The Sheriff's Office, by statute in the state of Colorado, is
a corporation with an EIN number and a DUNS number.
Is designated to execute civil processes throughout the entire county. That's why you're in the jurisdiction of the Colorado Springs Police Department here.
My birth certificate is not me, not the person. You don't have personal jurisdiction over me. I can give you that code too.
The last thing I want, ma'am, is jurisdiction over anybody. So I am simply here to restore this apartment.
This is an illegal eviction, so I can't agree with what you're saying. I need an ADA advocate so that this communication is executed properly.
Do you have access to one on the phone?
ADA, no, you were supposed to provide me one. You're the one that's coming here to. You can take the time and read the notice.
What I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to come here and effect the writ of restitution.
What you're doing is racketeering. You are being a part of a criminal organization, and that's fine.
Are you getting confirmation? Oh, okay. Awesome.
And also ask them where the ADA advocate is for Americans with disabilities. There's an act.
We will not have the ADA.
Yeah, of course, I wish we had the access.
Cool. Like I said, if you don't have the ADA advocate, you are personally in violation. I'm going to bring charges against both of y'all.
Okay.
And civil charges and criminal charges. It is almost 300,000 people watching this right now. So anything that happens to me that I'm not agreeing to is going to be recorded. I don't give you any permission to touch my body. I don't give you any permission at all.
Well, ma'am, the last thing I want to do is have to touch somebody to affect this.
I want to know what the forceful eviction mean. What does that mean?
That means it's a forceful detainment. And we're here, we're going to move your stuff out if you haven't done it by the time we've gotten here.
So the forcible.
And then what?
What I thought the law meant was that forcible entry means the judge is granting you the right to cross that threshold where normally you wouldn't have that right.
So the premise, we're here to restore the premise to whomever went to court to ask for their property back.
So what's the forcible entry?
It just means we can do it by coming in here.
So you come in here and move all my stuff out, then what? If I refuse to leave, then what?
Then that would be a problem.
Augustus, can you come over here, sir? just so I can talk here and I'm not yelling across the room. Okay, so I got on the phone with our paralegal about the case, about why we're here. Whatever the courts did on it, the case it's not closed, but we don't have access to it.
Because it's suppressed because it was dismissed.
Anytime, well,
Just let her finish, babe. She's
so-
trying to explain to you what they're telling her.
So anytime the paperwork is filed, whether it's for a stay, a hold, whatever, through the courts, we get emailed about it. We have nothing. If you want to tell me you paid me, nobody paid me. So I don't know exactly where all this is going. We get to show up once the final piece of paper arrives on our desk. So right now, this eviction probably will still be happening, but it's not happening right now.
Wait, so it is. So what my wife is saying is that there's the reason why she's asking you the process is because there's a normal way stuff goes, right? When we went into court, nothing went normal, first of all. And then when we said, hey, isn't it supposed to do this, this, and that? Then they said, oh, yeah, you're right. And then they dismissed it. And then we came back to court. And then they said, okay, we're going to do it this way. So
And then they dismissed it.
even till today, like you just checked.
You just said it's not closed. It's open, but you can't see
But
it.
last week when I said it was closed.
I'm not leaving.
All we're saying is that it's not, whatever is being told to us is not being clear, and we're not sure if our rights are being violated, but it seems like it is.
Makes sense.
And for you guys to come in after she already put the cease and desist using the mark.
What she said about the
that
cease and
means
desist? You ain't asking
That
that.
means that either one or two things are true. Either you can actually use your mark and tell people that they can't use it, or that somebody, not you guys, I'm not saying you guys, but somebody in the offices above us humans are making us break the law.
And I'm gonna say this on. Hold on, I'm gonna say this on
The
record.
judgment on this was granted on February 2nd, which means any time after February 12th is when we could complete this. We didn't.
Right. We got a letter from the judge saying that our motion for dismiss was granted on the 26th of February.
Right,
So
so we
you
were like,
reading
wait,
something from the
how?
February the 2nd. This is not personal
So we didn't get
at all.
from the attorney's office until March 7th. Again, we have no involvement in any of the loop till the final sheet arrives on our paper, on our desk. All the admin side that processes it, we don't have anything to do with that. We
That's
get to
fine.
be the drivers and the deliverers.
That's fine. And I'm just telling y'all, I'm not leaving this house. I am not leaving this house.
Can you please let me finish talking? Okay, so whatever paperwork was filed through the courts, we have nothing. Anytime that people file stops or whatever with the courts, we get the email from the magistrate and the papers get pulled. They just looked, they have nothing. So I don't know what I'm following up with because we don't have anything to do with it.
Right, so that means you should go get somebody higher than you because I'm not leaving this house.
I am telling
you prove to, yes,
Let me finish, please.
sure.
So I just wanted to give the word to both of you guys that that's what's going on. The eviction may still be happening once we can confirm, but right now we're all leaving.
Don't know what's going on. And you guys are in the same. Do you see where we're at though?
Yes.
Like we're like.
She just said let her finish, so let her finish.
And this
I
is
didn't even cut you off.
no, this is a lot of what we walk into. People don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
But I know what's
we get
going
the
on.
final step. So since right now people need to, our paralegal and stuff needs to look further into it. If you guys are still continuing to move, great, move. But again, we might come back once we can get the final steps. If we find out something's squashed, then you're not going to hear from us. But
That's
at least
fine.
right now.
And I'm doing the same thing that you guys are doing. That's what I'm trying to do. I know she's mad at me because I'm doing it, but
I just
what I'm
want
trying
to
do,
be
I understand
respected
it, but
and
I'm
not
trying
cut
to-
off when I'm saying something.
I'm trying
That's
to do
what I
the same thing
want.
you guys are trying to do, which is work with what you got. So they're telling me, hey, you might be evicted, and I'm thinking, nah, you can't do that. And they're saying we're gonna do it anyway. The fact that you showed up.
I mean, they gonna do whatever they want.
I have to do what I have to do and start moving stuff out, even though if I think I'm in the right. So we're both in the same situation.
So my husband is going to do what he got to do, which is move the stuff out, but I'm not going anywhere. There's a cease and desist order. Once you get an actual lawyer and not a paralegal, and you come back here with an ADA advocate, then you can do whatever you need to. But that's where I stand. That's my position. All right. Have a good day.
Almost everything can be resolved.
You have a good day. I'm sorry if I seem combative, but this is my life.